This is from Berlin. We're from Berlin. You're in Franconia, huh? And she looked at me and she said, "The story gets worse." Okay, so then from there on, now they tell me, okay, cool, it's there in the fridge.
Sylvester's ever.
So do you know what the word braai means?
Naja, grillen.
Grillen. You've
Yeah.
learned that.
Yeah.
How many times a week do you think do South Africans braai?
Every day.
No, 3 times a day. We will braai for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Hallo zusammen. Ich bin Marcel. Ich komme aus Südafrika und das ist Solf von Franken.
Servus.
And this show is called
Lost in
Franken, where I'm the confused person. I've been here for 6 years and I'm trying to learn. Everything I've learned in the books is kind of not working in the street. So I think it would be appropriate if today we speak a lot about food.
Mhm.
And I've prepared a whole bunch of stuff here for you, coming all the way from South Africa. I can't believe that we've not spoken about bascho yet.
True.
Yeah.
Because it's a word you use a lot. Das ist okay.
That is okay.
Mhm.
Let's test this out with a little bit of food.
Okay.
The first thing I want you to taste is called droewors. So I'm quite lucky that my son is a hunter and he hunted this. This is wild meat.
I've tried drivers before.
This is a different one.
And I don't like it normally. So I'm a bit scared now.
I would hope that the answer is at least bascho.
Yeah, that's what I would say now.
Okay, and would it mean good or bad or, I mean, so-so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not having any more of that.
But the best one I've had till now.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Seriously.
something interesting on the next one, what Silver's going to taste. This is called biltong. It's from the same eland that Brandon hunted for us.
Das schmeckt echt gut.
Okay, and so
Now I would say, bascho.
bascho.
It's another pronouncer, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sylv once tried to make Sylv once tried to make her own biltong. A huge disaster. Okay. Sylv asked me, how does it taste? Okay, I did not say bascho. I said 0 out of 10. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was somehow she managed to dry biltong for like 3 or 4 weeks. This is 3 days. 3 days later, it looks like that.
Wow. Yeah, I had 2.5 weeks, I think.
Now, there's a special reason why I've not had you taste anything more yet, because this is something that is very South African, braai mix. And this you can throw on anything. So, I mean, this is the full piece of biltong, which I cut now for you, but this you get out of the packet and it's small little...
Okay.
So they normally call it like biltong bites.
Das schmeckt wie Hundefutter.
This one is better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Biltong can almost be like meat, like medium rare, you know. So if you leave it a day later, it would be more dry. I prefer mine more medium rare. No, that it's not so dry. Yeah.
Try my dry.
So one thing that I feel our cultures are close to each other is I was very impressed to see during summer, you guys also braai, grillen.
Yeah. It's still not as much as South Africans. Not everybody has a garden or a fireplace. And okay, you can grill with gasoline and stuff, but I would say you do it once a week, sometimes not even. And in the winter, once a month, depends on the weather.
I will tell you how it felt for me. It felt really formal to me. It felt like this week it's this guy's turn and he invites everybody. Next week it's that guy's turn and he invites everybody. And it felt like it was really worked out in some sort of a way. And almost like, I think maybe because summer is short here,
Mm.
everybody needs to get a turn, right?
Yes.
So if you're 10 friends, then and there's 10 good weekends where the sun is going to be shining, and then summer is over. Where for us, we do it any day of the week. It is completely normal for us on a Tuesday, Wednesday, just to call your friend and say, hey, meet me in 2 hours. We're going to Braai.
There's one huge difference between South African braai and German braai. So I've been in South Africa now, so I've seen it, but I've learned it already from your side. So when Germans are invite friends, let's say at 7 o'clock, they are in the kitchen the whole day and cook and make salads, thousands of salads and sauces, and when the friends are coming at 7, everything is done, and then they start eating. And in South Africa, or South Africans, they meet each other at 4 o'clock, and nothing is done. And then you start like, you're doing the onion. No, you're doing the fire. Oh, you're the man. Okay, so the girls are doing the salads, and there's not so much salads. It's just more meat. Meat
That's not
and
true.
meat.
Okay.
Yes.
But a lot of meat,
Yeah, and so I did that once with my friends on Sylvester. So I told them, let's meet at 4 o'clock and let's cook together. And then all friends were randomly, okay, and I will bring some tzatziki. No, we're doing it in my house. Yeah, but okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I will bake. I will make a bread before. No, it's hard. It was really hard. And when they came, nothing was done. Of course, that was the plan. And it was really confusing. And it was one of my best Sylvesters ever. So we were cooking together. One, you have a beer. The one who's always cutting onions for millions of salads and stuff, because we do salads.
That is our normal.
Yeah, and that was so nice, because Germans are in the kitchen the whole day alone, and then the friends come, and then you eat 15 minutes, and then that was it. So that's a much better way to do, but it takes a while to get that out of your head to do it in another way. But we're also learning, so that's a really good thing from South Africa. So the braaiing together, it's more social. It's very much more social.
So I think I'm going to tell you a little story of my very first experience being invited to a Grillen in Germany, and I knew nothing of what you just explained to me. It was my very first experience. I've been here. I've got a couple of South African friends, and I mean, the first thing we do is we braai, and we braai in the same way what we do it in South Africa. We get together, start the fire, drink beer, talk, make more fire, drink beer, talk, make more fire, drink beer, talk, and maybe 11 o'clock in the evening, then we'll put the meat on, and that's completely normal for us. Auf jeden Fall, then I get invited to my very first
German
braai at a summer party thing, and I did not know how it works. In South Africa, you call it bring and braai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means you they will even say dop and chop. Okay, dop and chop. That is your dop, and your vlees is your chop. Dop and chop. Okay, so you always ask, what must I bring? Dop and chop and a salad if you want. Okay, it's optional, the salad part. Auf jeden Fall, now I get invited to the first German barbecue, and obviously I put in my dop and my chop. I bring my own beer, mistake number 1, and I bring my own meat, mistake number 2. I arrive, and I'm like, where's the fridge where I can put my beer? And the person looks at me, and he just asked, and he just said, like, really angry, is there something wrong with my beer?
Did he really?
Really? He said something wrong with my beer. Why are you bringing your own beer? I mean, I don't even know what beer he has. How does he know what I like? There's 300 different beers here. He said, he didn't say there's the fridge. He said, is there something wrong with my beer? Okay, so now I'm like,
But it was friendlier as it sounds, by the way.
okay, so the story gets worse. Okay, so then from there on, now they tell me, okay, cool, it's there in the fridge. And I think what they thought, because luckily there was probably translation problems between us, they thought I bring non-alcoholic beer. Okay. And that's why they thought there's something wrong with their beer. Then I think they excused me because they thought it was non-alcoholic beer. Anyway, so then the beer goes into the fridge. But then I start looking around after I get one of my beers. Because I mean, now we're going to make a fire, right? And now, and I look, and the person is basically cooking the last meat, and it's in the bowl, and we sit and we eat.
That's how it is.
Now, what about my meat? I still brought my meat that I'm planning on braaiing this meat now. And now I realize, okay, first thing, you don't bring your own beer. Second thing, like...
You don't bring your own meat? Normally. I mean, you can...
But now, at this stage, I'm so nervous and embarrassed, I just leave it there in the bag. I just leave it there. And then, unfortunately for me, okay, this is also a weird thing here for us in Germany, is people bring their dogs with to a braai. Okay, like you don't bring it, like in South Africa, dogs are killers. Okay,
okay. No, we have friends.
Yeah, all the dogs are friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and so anyway, so what do you think the dog does? The dog is right around my back with the meat in all the time. Erwischt. No, it was steak, by the way.
Oh, God. Oh.
Okay. Anyway, I managed to get rid of that. It did not go better with the beer. The other woman actually, when she saw that it was not non-alcoholic beer, she actually gave me a last warning. She said, because then she looked on the beer and she said, okay, excuse me if I'm going to offend someone now. She said, what? This is from Berlin. Beer from Berlin. You're in Franconia, huh? And she looked at me and she said to me, last warning. Last warning. If you bring this beer again in my house, you will not be invited ever again. Everybody, this is called Lost in Franken, where you can see I am completely confused. Mistake after mistake after mistake, but I've got Solv here, the local, who's going to teach me. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Tot ziens.
Tschüss.